Hello everyone, my name's James Gulliver Hancock and I'm a professional illustrator, and I recently worked on an exhibition called On the Move for the Museum of Sydney, and basically it looked at how people get around in big cities, different modes of transport and amazing inventions from Australians through the history of Australia. So basically today I'm going to show you how to draw and come up with your own crazy inventions based on transport. So it's pretty easy. All we need is a pencil, piece of paper, and we just get straight into it. So first of all, I want you to try and come up with just a bunch of different transport things. So basically first, all we have to do is come up with a bunch of different transport options. So just anything you can think of. So we'll just start a little list first. I like to do drawing. Instead of doing drawing, I like to write down a bunch of things first. So transport options, we've got a car, we've got a bus, truck, what else, bicycle, scooter, lots of different options. I'm going to choose bus today because it's a very easy thing to draw. So first of all, if we're going to draw a bus, basically all a bus is two wheels with a huge square on top. There we go. Now we just do the big driver's window and a bunch of other windows down the side. And it's nice to put a few little details on there, so I like to put a little advertisement on the side, a little air conditioning unit on the top, maybe some lights. So we're just doing a quick little sketch, however you think a bus or whatever one you choose, truck, looks like, just to get it down on the page. Now the next thing we have to do is think of something quirky, something crazy. So some crazy things we could put down in the list. Chicken, pot plant, octopus, trees, just anything really. You don't have to be crazy, just other things apart from transport, I suppose. Alien. So I'm going to choose octopus because I like drawing octopuses. They got lots of crazy interweaving fingers. So just octopus. How you think you draw an octopus? I draw octopuses like this, but everyone does it different. A bit of a head and a nice cute face, and then of course all the 8 tentacles. When I'm drawing tentacles, I like to try and get them to overlap so they look realistic like this. They go up and over and inside each other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And of course you got to draw all the little suckers on each of the arms. Lots of suckers so they can grip onto the slippery rocks. So there we go, we've got a transport option, a bus, and a crazy option, an octopus. So basically to come up with our own new invention, we're going to join these two things together. So if we draw our bus, let's do half the bus, we'll just do the top. Air conditioning. Remember, we're just doing this all rough, sketchy. Doesn't really matter how neat it is, just getting the ideas down. And then if we take the top of the bus, then we're going to take the bottom of the octopus and stick, I think a good place to stick his tentacles is into the wheels. So instead of the bus having bus wheels, it's got crazy tentacle wheels with all these stickers that it could latch onto things. It'd be a very all-terrain bus, this one, with a little tentacle saying hello out the front. I reckon it's a pretty friendly octopus bus, this one. Octobus. There we go. Octobus, let's write that down. Octobus. So there's our little drawing of our crazy vehicle. Now a good thing about doing stuff like this is you can come up with a bit of a story for it. So if we're thinking about transport in the future, if we think about this bus that has octopus wheels, what could be the reason that exists in the future? Maybe the sea levels have risen because of climate change. And the roads are hard to use. Everything's much more slippery, so wheels don't work anymore. So some crazy scientist invented this bus so that the transport could latch onto the ground and get around even though it's wet and slimy everywhere. I don't think you'd go very fast, but it would be a fun bus to go in, don't you think? So now we've got the final little sketch of that. Let's tear this out and leave it here as our reference, and then we'll draw up our crazy new transport idea nice and neat over here. So basically we're just drawing the same thing again, but we've got a sketch with all our ideas ready, so we can just concentrate on drawing a nice, neat bus. And as we go, we can put in other little details like wheel wells, and you can give the bus a little bit of a slightly more bussy shape. Little interesting things like the rear vision mirror, funky lights, maybe there's some light coming out. You can make the windows a bit more like they are in a bus, square with the openings. The window at the back, and our big advert on the side. Maybe it's for batteries, that. There we go. Our air conditioning. Maybe there's a hot air coming out as it cools the bus down inside. And then we've got to do our fun tentacles on the bottom. Reaching, slipping, not slipping. Reaching and gripping onto the wet ground. And all the little tentacles too. And what would be fun if you could draw a little, or write a little story to go with this. So you could write about why this bus exists down the bottom. We can put some water in here to help you aid in telling that story. But I want to see all your other crazy ideas for this, different combinations of transport for the future. We'll do a little title up the top in bubble writing, because it's a pretty funny little bus, and let's make it a funny font too. Bus. There we go. There's our super fun transport option for the future. Have a go, do it yourself, and when you're finished you could maybe colour it in and, like I said, add a little story down the bottom. This was fun. I hope you had fun. Let's do it again next time. See you later. Bye.